What's today? Wacky Wednesday? You already know we right here at work decided to hop on top of it with individuals. See what's the talk of the town is going down the wind the curve. You heard me? Let me just set this up real quick. Alrighty now. Okay, we Gucci. Now, keep in mind that the G series is back on this channel, so you guys can scope out. Those videos would be on in its own folder called G Files. We have already covered, several areas, so you guys could, scope those videos out. We have covered the harbor area. We have covered City of Bell, Cudahy, Maywood, Huntington Park, Sun Valley, and several other areas, Montebello. So we on a roll. So we do have that back. And no, they're not the same as the other videos, so they're different ones. So, it's not just like a re-upload. So if you guys want, you guys could tap into those videos, so they will be in their own folder and on top on the G files. And we have already gotten through some, different areas. I've seen that people have been enjoying the Montebello one, so that's cool. Gilbert is sad about his daughters liking morenos. What? He said that? That's crazy. Like, I really don't understand. I don't get it, though. It's just like it's just a fucking skin color, bro. That's all it is. Like, the fuck is the big deal? Cares? Like, that's just a trip to me. Like, fucking color, I guess color makes all the difference in the world. Like, it's just a different type of shade, my guy. uh, What's cracking like it, Mr. Pasa? Definitely up in the casa for the raza. What's good, Thunderloke? He has a half black granddaughter. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. One thing that I never understood, though, is like when somebody's in like a interracial relationship, have a child, all of a sudden that child is only, like, let's say black. They're only black. Oh, he has a black kid. Or a black, granddaughter. Like, what? She's just as much Mexican as she is, or if she was, because he's Honduran. She's just as much Honduran than she is Mexican, than black. You know what I mean? Like, one is not more than the other. They're equally the same. So she's as much raza as she is brother or sister. You know what I mean? People be like, no. Like, what? Why not? No, because that's just not how it works. People be so full of themselves. It's funny. Plus, he's still mad about the Wack punking him. Pyro. Wack didn't punk him. I seen the full extent of that video where Wack waited for him to drive off. Who's the one that put it up? I think the channel's name was The World is a Ghetto, where they released the whole video when he waited for him to drive off for him to go to the door. That is so fucking stupid. But you know what's funny? That nobody talks about that video. And like I said, I'm not here to defend Gil, you know what I mean? There's no reason for me to defend him. Especially considering our neighborhoods don't even get along. Right? But, I mean, facts are facts, though. I gotta keep it real. I'm drinking myself to death tonight because I'm ugly and nobody cares. First of all, you can't say you're ugly, right? Because I guarantee you somebody finds you attractive. And you can't say that nobody cares because you don't know everybody, right? People care. Sometimes life throws obstacles in you, but you got to keep your head up and you got to keep, chugging along. Life should be played like a game of chess, not checkers. It takes patience and sacrifice, strategy to get in life. Gotta have patience. But nowadays, people want to move at a fast pace. They just want everything quick. Not to Hondurans. You know, there's Honduran white people. You know, there's Honduran white people. You know that there's white Mexicans. There is. Caucasians or Anglo-Saxons or however you want to refer to it. Celtic. Huh? What's cracking like in Dashful? You think my avocado tree will for this year? Planted it in 23. I don't know. I don't know much about avocado trees. I don't know how they get down. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? We've been getting a lot of rain, so maybe that helps. Avocados from Mexico. God loves you, homies. Well, doesn't he love everybody? What up, my G? What's cracking like in? That fool said checkers is funner. But see, you can say that's right, but look, ask all the people that play chess, right? Like all the chess competitions and all that. I guarantee you, if you ask them which one they think is funner, they're gonna say it's chess, right? So you think checkers is funner, they think chess is funner. So it just comes down to preference. It's not that one is actually funner than the other. It just depends on the person. It's not that it actually is. You know, that's just your perspective. You get what I mean, Jelly Bean? I'm like, no more locked doors? Would you ever put fries in a burrito? Some people like to do that. Would I ever put fries in a burrito? I mean, if it's good, yeah. I mean, it's potato. I mean, I've ate burritos with potatoes in them. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, I would try it. Fuck it. I mean, it'll be like a spread. What's better, fried beans or black beans? To be honest with you, I can't really tell a difference, right, between the two. There's not really that much of a difference. Maybe brown beans have a little bit more flavor to it, right? But to me, they're just as similar. I mean, there's red beans, there's white beans, there's pink beans, there's green beans. Shit, there's yellow beans. Think they call male beans or some shit like that. I'm in Santa Cruz, California. Oh, then over there should grow chingon, no? Don't they have better soil over there and shit like that? For farming? I don't know. That's just me speculating. I don't know. You know, because it also does depend on the area. And I mean, try growing like strawberries in Arizona, right? It'll be quite a mission. Now, it's not impossible because around where I live, somebody has a fucking mango tree, bro, or mango fucking shit, whatever the fuck call it. Mangoes, bro. I seen oranges, seen lemons, seen fucking everything, but I'm like, a mango? They got it legit, bro, and those shits are huge. I'm like, those lucky bastards. They have mangoneadas whenever they want. It's crazy because it's like a lot of it goes to waste, huh? Shit, I'll just start selling those shits to fucking liquor stores. They'll buy them, sell it to them cheap, get a little side money. Do Los Angeles City's people have gardens at home? Some do. You know, depending on the property. Like there's a pad by my house. That shit's small as hell, bro. And they got fucking their whole front yard is full of all kinds of shit. Looks like a jungle sometimes. It keeps me wonder if I'm gonna keep going from under. Do you like checkers or rallies? Isn't it the same thing? I never tried checkers. I tried rallies, but I'm assuming it's got to be the same shit. I don't think we have checkers over here. I only seen rallies over here. And not even that no more, because the rallies that used to be by my house, they closed that shit down. That shit's not there no more. And I would go to it, bro. That shit was bomb. But I guess it really didn't get. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna keep it real. It really wouldn't get that much business. That shit was dead all the time. Every time I would go, I would be like the only customer. Which I don't know why. I thought the prices were good, and I thought the meal was, good. But I guess I don't know. People around here didn't really fuck with it. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's nothing to die for, like to go out of your way, But I mean, it was good. The fries are good. Do I shop at No, I only shop at the Swamis. And I'm not even I'm keeping it real. I only shop at Swamis or Didi's. Didi's or Swamis or shit, Ross or Marshalls. That's it. I don't go nowhere else. I'm not finna drop fucking $60 on no shirt, bro. It's just not happening. It's just not. There is no way in hell you can convince me to spend that much money on one shirt. You just can't. Unless it's like a custom like Laker jersey or some shit like that. And we're talking about shirts. We're not even talking about jerseys though. So a shirt in general. Maybe if it's signed by like all the Laker players, maybe. And I still gotta think about that. Because in reality, I mean, like, it's just a fucking shirt. Not only that, but I actually happen to like the designs better on shirts like at the Swami. Like I actually like the shirts. Like people think like, oh, you're only shopping there, you're buying them because, that's the only thing you guys could afford and shit like that. And it's like, no, it's because I like the designs. If I didn't like the designs, then why the fuck would I buy it? Not because I could afford it. I could afford like Jordans and shit like that. I just don't. It just doesn't appeal to me. I just don't like the designs. It doesn't wow me. So, like, why am I gonna buy something I don't like? It's really that simple. Like, damn, you should get these Jordans. Like, but I don't like the way they look. Though I don't like them. Like, damn, well, look at them. Like, yeah, maybe you like them, but I don't. So, I mean, so what the fuck? Why would I buy them? I'm not wearing Cortez because that's the only thing I could afford. It's because I like the shoes. Nah, then why the fuck would I be wearing them and buying them? It's just like it just doesn't make any sense. Los Angeles people who own homes. I prefer Chinese. Go. My homie said he's playing chess. Fool, you don't even know how to play chess. I know how to I know how to play chess. I'm just not good at it. I'm like, like a beginner. I mean, it's not like I'd be playing that much chess, right? But I know how to play it. But I'm not saying like I'm a fucking chess whiz or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Or maybe I just play checkers too much. One of my sons likes checkers, so we would play like a million times. Pork and beans. No, but those are different though. That goes, that goes different with like certain. You can't add that to like certain foods. Just like chili beans can't go with certain food. Like you can't put chili beans on top of a fucking carne asada. You know what I mean? I mean, you could, but I don't know. The two are just vastly different, I mean, I seen people put, barbecue sauce on carne asada, and I tried it. It was all right. I prefer my food spicier than fucking sweet. Shit, I seen people put beer in carne asada. I don't know exactly what it did to it, but you couldn't really taste that much difference, if any at all. I think that's just hype. We have checkers here. You guys have rallies, I think. They're the same company. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're the same company, but they split them like that. That way they don't have to pay that much taxes. Kind of like, was it Edie's and Dryers, or Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. A lot of companies do that. They split their company into different sectors. That way they don't have to pay that much taxes. Like I said, these rich motherfuckers know how to work the systems, bro. You know what I mean? Like, they're richer than you think. It just doesn't seem like that because, like I said, they know how to play the game. Just look at Pepsi in itself. They own fucking everything. Frito-Lay's, Gatorade, Quaker Oaks, Nestle Water. Like, those bastards. Kraft. It's insane. Do you like pastrami? Pastrami's all right. I mean, I'll eat it, but I'm not like, oh, like, that shit's bombed. But it's good. You can grow in a greenhouse, but it's not the same. Is it not? Why? It's just something, better about authentic? Maybe. I mean, yeah, it does depend, because some areas, you could produce, like, sweeter fruits. I know the soil is definitely a big part of it, though. I mean, look at fucking watermelons in the world. Those shits are like fucking completely different than domesticated watermelons. Shit, carrots weren't even orange. Shits were like white or some shit like that, or purple or some. What does la raza actually mean? The raza means everything that was from the Mexican Empire. So that consists of areas like, Guatemalans, Hondurans, Nicaragua, Panama, other Spanish-speaking, places, I guess you could say. That is what would be considered la raza, because it was, one thing before until, people got greedy. They didn't like the way shit was being ran and decided to split into their own areas and being like, I know we're all Mexican, but from now on, from here to here is Mexico, and from here to there is El Salvador, and from there to there is, bam. Just yesterday, they were the same people, but now they're different. And people forget that and act like if they're not the same people. Like, no, we're not the same as them, bro. Like, bro, yesterday we were. I know, but today's a different day, though. And you see this imaginary line? Okay, well, there you go. That's all the proof you need. There. I guess. It's kind of like if California was to split from the United States today, or Texas, or fucking Oklahoma, or any of these places, right? Any of these states, if they split and all of a sudden they're not Americans. No, they're not American. We're not the same thing. We're not. It's not the same thing. Like, what? Okay, I guess. But see, that's how it works with people, strangely. I know they're not Americans, bro. They're fucking Tejanos. They're from New Hampshire. But la raza, our people, our race. I mean, if you can grow mangoes in Mexico, I'm pretty sure you can be grown in California. Well, depending on what kind of mangoes we're talking about, though, because there is different types of mangoes. There's I think 6 different or 7 different types of mangoes. There might be more. But I know that there's more than 5, though, different types of mangoes in the world. Some are small, some are sweeter, some actually have a bitter taste to them, Just kind of like how you have different types of apples. Or oranges, for that matter. Shit, even grapefruits. Yeah, I got 5 mangoes. Mangoes? You got 5 mangoes trees? Damn, my boy. Shit. We should be selling them on the side, bro. Mangoneadas. You'll be making the feds. Feria, not like feds. Greenhouse fruits is less sweet. Yeah, probably. Well, who knows though? Because some wild fruits, like let's say wild strawberries, are not even sweet. So strangely enough, or wild watermelons, they're not sweet either. So that's actually pretty interesting. Unfortunately for me, mangoes from Mexico are way too sour. I like the sweet mangoes. Indian, but more grocery stores don't sell Indian imported. What? I seen Indian mangoes before at the fucking Superior that I shop at. Because they make sure that they fucking put that shit on the label. And low key, that's kind of like why we fucking like purchase it. Like, oh look, something from China. Look, let's get it. Let's see what their shit's all about. Did you try their El Pollo Loco mango habanero chicken? It's bomb. Nah, I haven't. I gotta hit that shit. I gotta try it. And there's El Pollo Loco right by my pad too. But I hardly eat at it though because I don't know. I don't really know why I don't fuck with El Pollo Loco that much. I'm just never like craving El Pollo Loco. Like it's rare when I eat it. Compton has farms. I forgot. Yeah, Compton has farms. That's actually how it started. It literally was a fucking farm town before. Horses and everything, bro. And you can still see some of that nowadays, bro. It's like not. Don't think that it's been all like gentrified or transformed. Like there's certain areas that you're still able to find like big homes with like like little ranches, just surrounded by concrete jungle. I don't know. I guess those people just didn't want to move. I don't know. Yeah, you guys have Carl's Jr., so we have Hardee's. Yeah, but I was saying it's kind of the same shit though. Drug deals out the back. Red or green pozole? Red all day, my boy. Red all day. Don't get me wrong, green pozole is good too. It's just I feel like the red one has more flavor though. And I prefer, the res or the puerco, and I know the green one people normally make that with chicken. Chicken's good too, but I mean. Then there's some that don't have no meat, and I'm just like, what? Well, hey, my boy, what's going on here? Like, boy, you already know we're carnivores over here, bro. Like, do I look like an carnivore to you? There's a Cricket World Cup going on right now. The team USA has knocked out Cup right now, by the way, but Team USA was knocked out of the tournament already. Damn, serio? It seems like the USA, the only good thing that they're good at is just like the basketball team when it comes to like competing against the world. Because we seem to lose at everything else, like soccer, like fucking running. Was it sprint or whatever the fuck that shit's called? Finger skating or ice, snowboarding. When the Olympics come, I don't even think the United States has ever won a World Cup in soccer. I don't think they have. I don't even think they have good enough teams to even compete in that kind of shit. There's not a really good like American soccer player where people are like, damn, that was chingon. They're all Europeans or from like, no, it seems that they're almost all European. Ronaldo, Messi, not Messi, Mbappe, fucking Neymar. Wait, where's Neymar from? Is he from Spain? Or wherever the fuck he's from? I saw Punjabi playing cricket. What trips me out is buying used shoes. You can buy used shoes? I didn't even think about that. I mean, I never seen that before. Maybe at a yard. Like you can buy used shoes? I didn't even know that that was a thing. I mean, if the person before you didn't buy, like, didn't have like foot fungus or some shit, like, yeah, because it's kind of like, I get it, because you get that like from the hygiene sense of things, right? Like, because you don't want to be. It's like buying, used fucking boxers. Like nobody's really gonna want to do that. Even though growing up with like siblings, that's kind of a thing because you get passed down all the hand me downs. Especially growing up in poverty, you don't get a choice. I grew up in Kmart. Oh yeah, Kmart was the shit. Kmart and Payless. You get the Airwalkers and shit. They look like Chucks. You got the Mikeys instead of the Nikes. Nah, I'm just playing. Some of these bootleg fools don't even try, huh? Adidas instead of Adidas. Like, yeah, we got Adidas. Yeah, Adidas. Like, these ain't Adidas. No, oh, I thought you said, yeah, Adidas. Yeah, Adidas. Oh, Indians love playing cricket. Beer and carne asada. No, yeah, people put beer in carne asada. You normally see it done by your drunk uncle. Right when he's had a few in his system. He's like, damn, this shit is bomb. Hey, this shit will go good on anything. On the cake, on the carne. Fuck it. Like, what? It could only make it better. Trust me. Pinches niños ahí todos borrachos. Like, what's wrong with your nephew? I don't know. I just gave him a few tacos. Ahí todos llorando en la esquina. I can steal from just 40 is you also have the I thought they were playing baseball. Well, it's similar to baseball, sort of. Some aspects of it's similar. I just like sports in general, like any sports. I don't give a fuck. Competition, and it's just like it's a good form of distraction outside the the I guess controlled of everything else that you watch, right? Like everything is like scripted. So sports is like this one thing you can escape and place bets and for those who have money. Other seats. Yep. But don't trip in some place in the world. Where's it at? I don't know which country's the one that did it, but they have like they store the seeds of every single fucking fruit and flower and all that in the world. That way they go extinct, and they have them in like this vault where they like, that way we don't fucking like shit doesn't go like extinct and whatnot. I forgot where it's at though, but like they spend a gang of feria making sure that this place is like nothing bad could happen to this place. Like it can survive anything. That way we don't ever have a problem. I seen a documentary on it. It's actually pretty good. It's interesting. The shit I watch, huh? Saying it out loud now, I'm just like, the fuck do I be watching though? Seriously. I don't know. I find it interesting. California, Mexico is different from Mexico. We did. Well, you know what I mean. It's kind of like saying, okay, for example, like when the United States, won the war and they bought Mexico by force. People always say, people say that we stole their land when we fucking paid for it. We paid for it. So how the fuck did we steal it? Like, well, no. I mean, they had to sell it by force, bro. They were being forced. You can't just say that they okay, like if you're forcing somebody to sell something, I mean, then you're still stealing it. Cocksucker, but okay. But anyways, anywho, I don't want to get into that debate. Um, when they, bought it, whatever the fuck, it's kind of, and it became a part of the United States. It's kind of like saying the Mexicans that lived in California, that all of a sudden they were not Mexicans no more. Like what? But yes, a few hours ago, a minute ago they were. Yeah, but that was a minute ago. Now they're not. Like it's just insane. It doesn't make sense. Like we didn't steal the land. We paid for it. Like okay, yeah, because you forced them to sell it though. You literally created a war to conquer the land. We know this to be fact because we know that was the plans of President Polk. That's literally what he was. Literally was his game plan to come and conquer and take those by force, by any means. What's crazier is that he literally sacrificed American lives to make that happen, because he knew that those American soldiers were going to get killed. But he knew that was the only way that they would agree, to go to war. The only way that Congress was going to agree for a war is if you told them American soldiers had been killed on American land, even though it wasn't American land. It was disputed land, but it is what it is. And then Americans being outraged of why there's so much Spanish-speaking people and so much of this Mexican culture right here. What the fuck is going on? Like, this is America. Like, what? It's like somebody taking over Asia and then wondering why there's so much fucking Asian culture around. Like, the fuck? Oh, my Lord. Jesus, help these people, please. It's like me going to France and like, damn, why the fuck is there so much, French shit around? Why are people speaking fucking French around this bitch? Like, because it was France? I get up, Pollo Loco. If it's there, not today. Yeah, I feel you. Green sauce or red sauce? I love the red sauce because I prefer spicier food, right? But I'll fuck with green. My wife prefers green. I prefer red though. Shit, sometimes I mix them. Who gives a fuck? Even boxing has been tried up with decades of men's attention, full sock check, homie. What if we're not wearing socks though? What happens then? Nah. The place with the seat is we can't anything. The world is over? I don't think the world's over. I mean, it's still going round and round, round and round. People be like, nah, but see, everything's has radiation now, and everything's all this radiation and chemicals and blah 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 blah. Bro, you're hitting that every single day. What do you think that our fucking planet is just in some special type place where you're not getting no fucking of that space radiation, coming through our atmosphere, does protect us from like a good amount of it, but not like 100, right? So you're still getting a dose of it in your lifespan. So, and that's way more, you know, toxic and way more chemicals than anything that we can concoct. And those are facts. Like, I mean, we're good at creating shit, right? Making shit and making shit happen, right? But we just haven't been able to master what just life could produce and create, even when it comes to toxic or deadly and shit like that. We have nuclear weapons, but you know, they're not as strong as like a supernova if a supernova was to happen. And that happens organically. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch is over. We got to get back to it. It's good chopping it up with you guys, and we are out.